This kind of looks like a crown, and like, I am not mad about it. I actually really like it. You can call me Your Highness. Just kidding. Just call me Ree. Hello everyone, it is Rhiannon Rain. Welcome to week 3 of the 4 biggest things that I learned when I was 26 going into year 27. I turn 27 next week, so this is week 3, and we are gonna recap the 2 things that we've learned and go dive into the 3rd biggest one before we get to next week and we finish off this series and we go into 27. So let's see. So far, week 1, I shared that when people show you your true colors, don't try and repaint them. That was biggest advice piece number 1. Biggest advice piece number 2 was that the small daily things that you do every day to feel good really matter and can completely change your life. And week number 3, which is this week, we are going to talk about creating your own life. And I don't mean manifesting. I have tons of other videos on manifesting if you want to go check those out. They're on my YouTube and my Instagram here. And of course, you know, I deeply believe in manifesting and that we do create our own reality. And if you ever want to chat with me about that, please message me. We can talk forever about all the things that you can make your life. But specifically, I mean that you get to choose what your life is and how it's going to be. And that is an every single day choice that you get to make. And I feel like most of my advice applies to those in their 20s, in their 30s, in whatever age, but especially this one, I think applies to those that are in their own life, like in their 20s specifically, where you've, you know, moved out of your parents' house and you're moving on in life where you have a little bit more say. It's obviously, this advice specifically is going to be harder for someone who's like 16 and doesn't have a lot of choices, or even younger than that. So this is specifically for those who have the privilege of being able to choose quite a few things, like where they live or what they do, or have the disposable income, those type of things. I think this advice applies more to those people, but the daily little habits about it that I'm going to talk about apply to absolutely everyone. What do I mean? What do I mean when I say you get to choose? I mean literally every single day that you wake up, you get to choose how you feel, how you want your day to go, and how you want your entire life to be from that moment on. And I know a ton of people are going to be like, hold up, that is not the case, and you're wrong because of X, Y, and Z. Because of a health condition that I have, because of where I live, because of my job, because of the world, because everything is negative, because blah, 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 like, not blah, but like everyone has a lot of different, you know, thinkings to that and reasonings to that. And I 100% agree that there's a lot of circumstantial things that cannot be changed and are out of your control, that sometimes suck and are horrible. And it makes it a lot harder to be able to make the easy choice of feeling good. Like, I fully 100% understand that there are things out of your control that you can't choose and you can't change. And I'm very apologetic to those things. And I have some of those things as well. But even within all those circumstances, you get to decide what you can control, because you can only control you and how you're gonna feel, right? My dad used to tell me that like every single day of my life when I was growing up, is all you can control is you and how you react and how you choose to move forward and who you are. And that's true no matter what's going on in your life. So when you wake up in the morning, you get to decide, no matter what type of situation you're in, is this going to be a great day, a fantastic day, a good day, a bad day, a negative day, a sad day, you know, a day spent in the past, the present, or the future? You get to choose all of that. And you also get to choose how you want to set your life up to be. Like, every single day can be a little bit more effort towards wherever you want to go. Like, even if you're 21 and watching this video and in college and you know that someday you want to be a rocket scientist, that's fantastic for you. Just because you're not one today doesn't mean you can't choose to be that today. You can say, I am going to be a rocket scientist today. Or if you want to speak in manifestation terms, you say, I am a rocket scientist, and then you're putting that out into the universe. But in non-manifesting terms, you can just say, I choose to be that someday. That's what I want to be. So what's this tiny little action step that I can take? Well, then maybe I can go watch videos specifically and interviews from other rocket scientists, or I can go look into NASA careers and what type of degrees I would need. Or I can go look at the best colleges for rocket scientists, or go learn some more math, or whatever you need to do for that job specifically. That is not my specific dream, so I don't know. But I'm saying you can wake up and make a choice and then go on with that choice how you're gonna get there. And that is an amazing gift that we get to do that. Like, that is an incredible gift that no matter what is happening in our life, no matter how bad our lives seem to be, that we get to every single day wake up another day, be happy, and decide, you know what? I'm gonna do this, this, and this today, and I'm gonna be this type of person today, and I'm gonna give this love and light today, or I'm gonna be whatever it is, we get to make that choice, and we get basically full control of that choice the older that we get, the more that we move on. And I think when you're a kid, like, you know, transitioning into an adult, it kind of starts out with small things. You're like, ooh, I get to choose if I'm going to be out late tonight. Ooh, I get to choose if I'm going to go to a club tonight, or I get to choose if I'm going to spend money or save money tonight. And it's like those little hits of dopamine choices that get really exciting. But then when you get to my age of like 26, 27, you know, that I'm still within that age range there. Then you get to choose the big things, the really life-changing, exciting things. And you get to choose how every single moment essentially is gonna go. And that is really cool. So what does that choosing look like for me? Do I wake up every single day and I'm like, haha, I'm so excited, I get to choose my dream life? No, I don't wake up like that every single day. I'm not a Disney princess. I do not live inside of Enchanted. I do wake up like something close to that a lot of the time, which I'm really grateful for. But I also got there by the little action steps that I do the night before or the day before, whatever it is specifically. But no matter what is going on with my life, like whether I'm in a good relationship or a bad relationship, or I have someone, you know, coming over to my house where I live that I don't want to be there, or I'm having an unhappy situation in my job, you know, my finances aren't where I want them to be specifically, like all of that aside, I still get to wake up every day and say, all right, how do I feel today? What type of day is it gonna be? Am I gonna put action steps towards these big goals that I have, these big goals and dreams? Am I gonna put little action steps towards the person I wanna be? Am I gonna focus on feeling good and having fun today and see what that brings me? Like, it is a little conversation you have with yourself, which may sound crazy to some people, but it's really important to check in with yourself and see what are you gonna decide today, because you have the power and you have the choice no matter what's going on. I know this more than anyone because there's been many times during this year of 26 that maybe I was in not the best situations for me that personally didn't like align with my energy, and it felt like I had no choice. Like, it felt like I was stuck specifically in some negative energy that was bringing me down, and I never really understood like how to get out of it until sometimes I literally felt, sometimes I felt mean for wanting to choose something different and be like, this doesn't make me feel good, therefore I'm making a different choice. Because that's also really hard, is you find out what choices are best for you and not best for everyone else. But once I started doing that and really taking that control, it became easier and easier to be like, I am the creator of my own reality in manifesting terms and outside of manifesting terms. Like, I'm always manifesting everything I want with my thoughts, which is amazing, and creating the reality that I live in, which is amazing and sometimes scary and sometimes like, oh shit, I better monitor these thoughts better, you know? But also outside of the thoughts and outside of all that, you get to choose, okay, if this moment's not exactly what I want and I'm creating that moment, then we better choose a different moment. We better choose a different thought. We better choose a different pattern. We better go do something else. Make a different choice, because you have the possibility to choose that. You, at any moment, no matter what circumstance that you are in, get to choose if you're gonna have a wonderful day, a wonderful life, an amazing life, or not. No matter what's going on, you can always get out of that bad situation and always make a different choice and find those people that align with you and make you feel uplifted and help you get to that better choice. It's all up to you. And I promise you, it's so exciting when you get to adult life and get to be able to make these choices. And, you know, you're really setting the pathway with every single little choice and big choice, definitely, that you make for what the next few years of your life are going to be. Maybe an exercise that I'm going to recommend for everyone right now watching this video, and I'm going to do it today too, is write down a few of the things that are really important to me that I want within the next year. So let's say 3 things that I want in year 27, and see what choices I'm making every day that would either put me closer to that or put me further to that, and see, wow, am I even aware of the choices that I'm making? And is there a little choice that I can make every single day? For example, I'm going to share with you guys, I really want a Tesla. That's my next car that I want to buy. I've been doing a lot of research and I want it really bad. And I'm not there financially yet. In my mind I am, of course, but I'm going to be there soon. So every single day I need to make a specific choice in order to get there. And then I will, and I'll report back to you guys in my Tesla, and it'll be wonderful. But I think that would be a really fun exercise to see exactly where you're going and what you're looking for and how you could get there. So try it out and let me know in the comments below if you did it and what choices you're gonna make.